to use paint stir sticks, and you're going to have so much fun because we're going to go over 3 awesome ideas today. These are for all over your home, and I think you're going to get a lot of inspiration. So the first thing I want to do before we even get started crafting is I want to know where you're located. We're over here in East Tennessee, and the weather here is fantastic, so be sure to, as we start crafting, to share with me where you're from and maybe how the weather is in your neck of the woods. So let's jump into it. Everyone has paint stir sticks. I know I have a ton. I'm always picking them up when I'm buying more paint to remodel or refinish a room. I love them. So there's a few different sizes you can get. These are for the 5-gallon sticks, which I love for the bigger paint stir stick projects. But you can also get these, which are a little bit thinner, but perfect for like the 1 gallon. And I've already cut this one. So what we're going to do for our first project today is we're going to make a paint stir stick shelf. This is something we've made over on our website, and everyone loved it, so I wanted to share it with you guys today. It's a really easy project, and I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. So what you need is a miter box, and then you're just going to want to take off the handle of your paint stir stick. So simply pop it in here, get that last piece off. I'd already finished halfway, so it's usually not that easy. But then you want to cut, you'll need 7 of these, and then we're also using a little dowel, which you can get about a yard of this dowel for like $1 at the craft store, so such a good deal. So we're going to sit this over here, and then we're going to grab 4 of our paint sticks, and we're going to line it up just like so. And then we're going to grab our 2 dowels that we've pre-cut, and we're going to line it up right here and place this out. Just sort of get it evenly distributed, just like so. And you can move these a little bit more before we set our permanent position. Awesome. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some wood glue. And the wood glue is going to help both secure it and keep it in place, but it's also going to add some dimension for when we need to go in and staple it. So since I don't have a toothpick with me, I'm going to use the, is this going to let us use some of the glue? Yeah, we can actually use this. I thought it was broke. So what we're going to do is add just a little bit of glue right here to our stir stick, and on each side, a little bit less is better as it pours out on me. And then we're going to just apply it right here. So you can let this set for about 15 to 20 minutes if you want. And this is just an extra addition of adhesive. So just like so, you can use a piece of paper towel to wipe some of this away if you need to. This is probably the best amount to have. And what's really cool is if you get it on your hands, you're able to just rub it off, and it's the perfect glue to come off. So love working with that. And then say you have that down, what I also like to do is grab a staple gun and just be able to secure it onto the dowel really simply. So I'm going to share with you how to do that. So you line it up just like so, and then you staple it down. And just like that, you have it secured really easily. Ta-da! So I'm going to repeat that over to this side, and then right here as well. So this is sort of our tester, just to give you an idea of what you're going to do. So you're going to have this back piece, and then for the bottom, I made it a little bit smaller, and then we added 3 that were closer together. So when you hang it up on the wall, you're able to put a little knick-knack or something like that. So now after you've built it, you're all ready to go. We're going to sit this to the side here. Sit this over here. And we're going to now stain it. Now stain is one of my favorite things to work with because it's so forgiving and it's a little bit easier to work with than paint. So what we're going to do is just open up. This is called Jacobean. It's a nice dark stain and I love working with it. And we're going to use a paintbrush today, but you can also use a cloth. But I like using these little disposable like foam brushes because they work so well. So you just want to dip it in really easily, and then we're going to go in and start staining it. What I do like about the cloth is that we're able to rub the excess off to allow it to dry quicker. So like, for example, right here, we're going to take the cloth and just wipe off any excess. And then this will help the drying process. One thing about if you're only staining with a cloth is you're not able to get in the nooks and crannies of a finished project. So if you were to go stain this first, using the cloth would be probably recommended. But I like staining after we've created sometimes, because sometimes your stir stick will like just snap when you're trying to like attach it or something, and that just is not my favorite thing after you've spent the time staining it. So here we go. We're just gonna go across the whole thing and stain it. Another thing I forgot to mention is what we do to secure it on the back, to secure these two pieces right here, is we simply use the wood glue and then we use 2 nails just right here to secure it onto the dowel, which will give it extra stability.
The last craft supplies that some of our viewers bought were plaster of Paris and some jewelry making supplies.
Ooh, I love using plaster of Paris to make our own chalk. It's so easy. And if you all didn't know, if you leave a comment telling us what was the last craft supply you bought, you'll be entered to win a special little something from our friends at Hometalk. So guys, if you're enjoying today's ideas, be sure to share this on your timeline so you can save it for later, and let all your friends know that they can come join our Crafternoon, because who doesn't need some crafty inspiration on this Monday? Am I right? So as you can see here, I'm just continuing to stain it. It's such an easy process, and it's really forgivable. It doesn't take anyone with special skills to do this, which is one of my favorite crafts.
We have some friends from the UK.
Really? I love the UK, and I need to come visit you guys very, very soon. So guys, what are you crafting up today? I want to know. Be sure to send us a message. How's the weather? I just want to know all about how your crafty day is going. Hopefully it's crafting. Maybe you're at work. Who knows?
One viewer bought fabric for their Game of Thrones cosplay costume.
Oh my gosh, that is super cool. I was seeing all kinds of social shares last night about Game of Thrones, so I hope everyone enjoyed that. And then what a perfect thing to show is right here, like getting in the nooks and crannies with the foam brush is so easy. Just being able to go in and then wipe off any excess. So anyway guys, you're able to finish this, and then after you're stained, you're able to use like a command hook or just a simple nail and be able to put it in your wall and hang it for a while. So I'm sure as we finish staining this, you all have some questions on how to make your own shelf. It's a really easy thing to do, and you can find the whole tutorial over on Hometalk, which will be posted, if it's not already, by the end of the day today. So it's super easy, and I love it. So go finish this side over here. And sometimes when you're staining, you may want to wear some gloves, just because it's one of those things that can get on your skin and it takes a little bit of washing to get off. So be careful. So flip it over, and all we need to do is this side right here, and then we'll let it dry. And it usually depends on the humidity. It doesn't take too long to dry.
Some people bought some E6000 and Rust-Oleum spray paint.
Rust-Oleum spray paint is always fantastic. I love E6000 as well. And what another cool thing about stain is that I've had this bottle for all my crafts for probably over a year, and it's still in perfect condition, and we've only used like half of it.
We have some viewers from Canada.
Ooh, got our Canada crafts. Oh my gosh. Hi guys. Okay, so perfect. Now we can finish this, and we're just gonna sit this to the side and let dry. Now what I love about this project is you're able to stain it whatever color to match your decor. So if you wanted to do like a whitewash, if you wanted to do like another rustic color, you could do some like redwood, really just about anything. So we're gonna sit this over here to dry. If you all notice, it matches our craft table today. So we're gonna sit the stain over here, and please be sure to put your lid back on your stain. So then we're gonna sit this over, and I'm just gonna put this over to the side. And now we're going to make another fun craft. So I thought, okay, you have a shelf for your home decor. How about something for your front porch as people are entering your home? So what we thought of is to make a nice address plaque, and what we did was we went over to the home improvement store and picked up some of these wooden or these metal letters, and then we're going to be able to apply it onto our piece of wood. So how we're actually doing this is taking a scrap piece of pallet. This is just from a pallet craft we had that was left over from the holiday season, and we're going to use it as a base to glue on our pieces that we've already cut, like I shared with you all before, and they're pre-stained and dry. So all we need to do is apply some of our wood glue. This is a perfect wood glue to share with you all today. I love it, and it's one of those products that you buy once and then you keep for a while.
One of our viewers bought faux flowers.
Oh, cool. Very neat. Awesome. So this is about as much glue as you need. You really probably don't even need that much, and you can spread this out with a paintbrush if you want. But we're just going to start lining these up right here. And then it is super easy. I love all the possibilities that you can use with paint stir sticks, and usually when I ask for extra at the hardware store, they are always so nice about sharing and giving me a few extra.
Some viewers bought washi tape and Mod Podge.
Love it. Everything you can do with decoupage is amazing. Awesome, so now we're gonna let this start to dry. We're gonna set this over to the side. And now what we're going to do is open up our address letters. And these are really inexpensive. You would not believe how inexpensive these are to pick up while you're out at like the store, or the craft store even has some of these, which are really nice. Another thing is you can get these that are wood and you can stain it another coordinating color. So we open this up, and what we want to do is make sure we don't lose the 2 nails provided. So we're just going to sit the 2 nails for that right here and continue to open these up. So guys, if you all didn't know, we have a special giveaway for you. So if you just want to leave us a comment and let us know what was the last thing that you purchased from the craft store, you'll be entered to win a cup from Hometalk. Here's our nails.
One of our viewers, Samantha, said she's loving the stain on her wood.
Yay, Samantha. Honestly, I have looked at a lot of different colors of stain, and this one has to be one of my favorites just because it coordinates with almost everything. So I'm glad you're enjoying it too.
It's the same stain that's on the bookshelf behind him and the table in front of him.
I'm kind of in love with this color, and it's perfect for like our office, and I use it at my house too. If anyone's wondering what exact color it is, you can see the information for it right here. It's just perfect for like any of your natural wood. So, all right, my third number right here, and we are going to line it up for my address, and then we are going to start applying it on. So even though, you know, this glue has already set quite a bit, I need to wipe off a little bit that has came up. Where is my cloth? Here we go. So all we're going to do is just take some of that glue off, just like so. And it's really easy just to use some of our cloth. So as that dries, it'll go away and dry clear, which is great.
One of our viewers actually bought essential oils from the craft store.
Really? I had no idea you could do that. That's super cool. Awesome. So now this is a perfect size to put our numbers right here. Going to position this just like so. And then what we're going to do is take our hammer and the nails that are provided in your kit and just apply these down. Oh no. Okay. So, going to try to position these down. First, I'm going to decide where exactly we want them. And then we're just going to apply some pressure. Just like so. I'm trying to get it set so we can hold it to hammer it. All right. Having a little interesting time. Here we go. Trying to hold it while we hammer it, which is not the easiest thing to do sometimes. So Anyway, guys, you get the idea that if you hammer it, you can also glue it. It really just depends on what effect you want. Both work really well. So we're going to actually do this at a later date. But as you can see here, you have your perfect address plaque after you hammered these on. So super fun, super easy. And now for our last one, I wanted to think of something to reuse an old frame, because I've had this white frame for so many years and it's in perfect condition, but I didn't want to throw it away. So I thought, okay, you know, everyone uses white frames for a lot of different things, but I wanted to give another rustic look with our stain. So I thought, okay, why don't we take the backing that is provided. Yeah, I'm going to get some of this out of here. The backing that's provided, cut our sticks to size, and then stain it, and then glue it on to be able to provide a base that we're able to add a stencil or maybe like a nice vinyl monogram or something to it. So that's what was kind of going through my head. So I started with the larger paint star sticks that we have, and what I did was just cut them to size. So I'm going to show you how to do that one more time because I realized I didn't talk about the miter box. The miter box is probably my favorite friend to have when I'm crafting for paint star sticks. So you want to measure it, and then once you've marked it, all you want to do is cut off it at the marking point. So then you just want to go through and cut this off, and you want to hold it with your left hand and be careful, and then just get going. And it's that easy. It only takes a few seconds, and then it's perfectly cut, and it's already perfect almost. But if you want to even out and make sure there's no splinters, just take your sander, your sanding block, and sand it. So then after you have that, all you want to do is take it and open up your stain again. And this is a perfect example of using the cloth. So pop that lid open again, and we're just going to use the cloth for this. You can see how much easier it is to use the cloth instead of using the brush for something like this. Ta-da! And we're just going to stain the entire thing, just like so.
One of our viewers bought a glass trimmer.
Okay, very cool. So now you just want to let all of these dry, and then after you're done, you're going to take your base that is with your frame, because what's cool is this is exactly the same size that needs to fit inside the back of your frame. So this goes in perfect after you've glued it, let it dry, and whatnot. So we can place this in the back, pop this into place, and then flip this over, and
Is it easier to use a washcloth instead of a brush for the stain?
So what we were talking about before is that it depends. So for the brush, I use, if you have a finished project that you want to stain like this, to get in all of these nooks and crannies, it's kind of impossible to use the cloth and really get in there. What's easy is when you use the paintbrush, just to get into those areas, it's a lot easier. But if you're going to go ahead and stain everything ahead, using a cloth and just wiping it on is perfect. So it kind of depends on what you're doing and what you're using it for. I hope that helps answer the question. So now you have your backing into the frame, and what we're going to do is I headed over, logged onto my Cricut, and I was able to find an amazing image that just simply said hello, and it fit exactly what I needed. So I sized it down to fit our frame. I used just some really nice vinyl from Cricut, ran it through the machine on the vinyl setting, and we have it right here. So what I'm going to do to get ready for applying it is take this out of our frame, lay it right here, and then what we're going to do is grab our mat right here, and I've already applied some of the transfer shape. So what you're going to do is grab this right here, and you're going to want to make sure that everything is nice and even so we can pick this up. So what I did was, after I cut it on the white vinyl, I grabbed some transfer tape. And
one of our viewers, Nina, would like to know what kind of frame you're using.
So this frame, I'm pretty sure, is just from the craft store. You can use your 50% off coupon and get your own frame. It's actually a shadow box, so if you wanted to still use it as a shadow box, it has this piece right here that goes in before you add your actual piece of wood or your photo back to it. So yeah, it's really easy. So back to our little craft, what we're going to do is make sure this is adhered onto our vinyl, and then we're going to start removing our transfer tape, just like this. So as you can see here, we're going to start peeling it up. And guys, as we're crafting, please let me know any questions you have regarding paint stir stick crafts and anything you would like to know about crafting with stir sticks. Ta-da! So now, as you can see here, you can sort of see that it just says hello in a circle, and I found this in the image catalog that Cricut has. So super easy to pick up, and I love it. So now what we're going to do is take this right here, and it kind of blends into the table, but we're going to apply it to the middle, just like so. And then we're going to take this right here and lay it out and make sure everything's sticking.
Our viewer Sarah says she loves all of these ideas.
Yay, Sarah. I hope you're having a great day. It is Monday, so I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. I know I am here on Hometalk. And guys, if you're not familiar with Hometalk, we have so many awesome ideas over on hometalk.com, just like these really awesome ideas to reuse things that you probably already have. So it's an awesome resource. If you haven't been over there already, definitely check it out. And if you want to be able to save this broadcast so you can save all these ideas, share it over to your timeline. Not only does it be able to save it for later, go straight to your profile to find it, but your friends are able to see it too, and they're going to thank you for sharing with them all these awesome DIY ideas. So now, after you've made sure this is going to be able to stick to the wood, you want to get it started here and peel it up a little bit. We're just going to get it started. Since it's wood, it may take some extra application. So as you can see here, I'm just really rubbing this to get it started.
Our viewer Julie wants to know if there's a way to do this without a machine.
Yes, Julie. So what you could do is you could print this out with a printer, and you wouldn't have to worry about cutting it. But what it would do is that it's going to add a lot of time of you trying to intricately cut this out with like a craft knife. So it kind of depends on what you want. If you don't want to have to use any of this, you could just pick up a stencil at the one that they provide. So we're just applying this here. We're going to try to make sure we get everything down. What I love is Cricut provides you with these amazing tools. So if you want to make sure that something sticks, you're able to just use this right here. And then we're just continuing to pull it off.
A viewer would like to know what font we use for this.
So I actually didn't make this. This is one that was a design that they provided, and it's a custom artist. So what you could do is, if you didn't want to purchase this image, is you could use a script font and just put it into a circle with whatever type of die cutting machine you have. So we're just using this amazing tool right here to help pull it off. And we're just making sure this sticks as we go. And we're going to continue to just pull this back. And we're gonna make sure this sticks right here. So the transfer tape, since the wood is a little bit not of a smooth surface as a lot of regular, canvases and stuff like that, it's having a little bit harder time to stick, but all you want to do is just have a slower process with it and help it decipher how to stay. So like this piece right here, we just pulled and made sure that stuck. So another example would be right here where it's wanting to not come off. What we're going to do is make that stick right here. So get it started, and then hold it down. And we're just going to continue to pull this off. And see, now it's stuck really well. So we're just continuing to pull this off. Amazing way to create something that, you know, instead of you having to cut something yourself or go to the craft store, you know, a die cutting machine helps a lot with making custom pieces of art to fit whatever you need. Awesome, so we're just fixing this one last little piece, it looks like. And we'll almost be complete with this project.
Natalie would like to know if using a polyurethane would be best for helping this project finish well.
Yes, so since this is vinyl, I am probably not going to seal it, but if I painted it on, I would definitely want to seal this with like a polyurethane, or you know, our nice friend that purchased the Mod Podge, you could even use that to seal the project. So as you can see here, now it says hello, and we know it's going to fit perfect in our frame. So we're going to toss this over to here, and we're going to add it to our frame. It will fit in here, actually. I think it goes this way. Make sure these are all open. Sometimes it's a little tricky. And then we place this in just like so. And now we have our awesome hello frame. So you can close the back right here. And now this is amazing to use, you know, in your kitchen, you know, wherever you would like. I love this project, but you could also use it as a gift idea. You know, you could use, if someone's getting married, you could cut something super awesome with your Cricut to share when they were established. I've seen a lot of different ideas using frames that you already have or frames from the thrift store to make your own project. So guys, if you'd like to enter today's giveaway, all you need to do is answer one simple question. What was the last item that you picked up from the craft store? It is a super simple one, and I know we're all probably trying to think, which one should I share with them? Because there's so many different items that we're at the craft store all the time grabbing. At least I am. So guys, if you want to learn more about this idea, be sure to check us out at hometalk.com. We're going to share all of these ideas right over there this afternoon, and you can find a lot of different ideas for more craft projects. If you guys enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up, share for more ideas. But if you'd like to learn more,
Karen Davis is our winner.
Karen Davis? Congratulations, Karen Davis. You won our giveaway. It is an amazing project. So somebody's going to contact you and get your address to ship your Hometalk cup. And if you guys would like to learn more about us over at Hometalk, you can check out my actual website at alittlecraftinyourday.com, but you can also check out my profile to see some of my favorite Hometalk projects. So guys, thanks for watching and hope you have a great day. See ya! Good idea.